Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And today we're going to take a look at the 50 highest selling 1950 through 2009 non-sports cards from the PWCC weekly auction that ended on October 15th. Because this is my first time doing a non-sports card video, this will be a work in progress. Today's video will be Star Wars heavy, but I plan on limiting the Star Wars cards to 20 to 25% in the future to try and make a more balanced list. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1995 Panini Smash Stick Stickers Snoop Dogg, card number 123. This was a PSA 6 and it sold for $32.40. Up next at number 49 is this 1962 ABC Color Stars Elvis Presley, card number 4. This was a PSA 8 and it sold for $34.80. Coming in at number 48 is this 1959 Fleer The Three Stooges, card number 29. This was a BGS 7.5 and it also sold for $34.80. We get our first Marvel card on today's list at number 47 with this 1995 Marvel Metal Thanos, card number 19. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $37.20. Up next at number 46 is this 1977 Star Wars Wonder Bread Luke Skywalker, card number 1. This was a PSA 7 and it sold for $37.20. Coming in at number 45 is this 1990 Impel Marvel Universe Deathlock, card number 83. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $38.40. Coming in at number 44 is this 1963 Mr. Softies Top 20 Elvis Presley, card number 12. This was a PSA 8 and it also sold for $38.40. We get another Marvel card at number 43 with this 1992 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces Moon Knight, card number 51. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $39.60. Up next at number 42 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars The Walls Are Moving, card number 171. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for $39.60. Coming in at number 41 is this 1993 Skybox X-Men 2 Magneto, card number H2. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $40.80. We're back to Star Wars at number 40 with this 1977 Topps Star Wars R2-D2 is Missing, card number 18. This was a PSA 9 and it also sold for $40.80. Up next at number 39 is this 1993 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces Silver Surfer, card number 11. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $43.20. Coming in at number 38 is this 1992 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces Storm, card number 86. This was a PSA 10 and it sold for $43.20. Up next at number 37 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars R2 is Imprisoned, card number 11. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $43.20. We're back to Marvel at number 36, this time from the 1995 Marvel Metal set with Wolverine, card number 137. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $44.40. Up next at number 35 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Portrait of a Princess, card number 226. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $44.40. We're back to the music industry at number 34, this time with this 1964 Mr. Softy Top 10 The Undoubted The Beatles. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $44.40. We're back to the 1995 Marvel Metal set at number 33, this time with Wolverine card number 125. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $45.60. We're back to the 1977 Topps Star Wars set at number 32, this time with Luke Skywalker's sticker number 1. This was a PSA 7, and it sold for $45.60. Up next at number 31 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Steel Walls Close In on Our Heroes, card number 39. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $45.60. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is this 1977 Topps Star Wars The Rebel Troops, card number 209. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $46.80. Up next at number 29 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Rebel Leaders Wonder About Their Fate, card number 50. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for just short of $50. We're back to Marvel at number 28 with this 1996 Marvel Masterpieces Hawkeye, card number 18. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $50.40. Up next at number 27 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Luke Prepares for Battle, card number 47. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $50.40. We're sticking to the same set at number 26 with this Han and Chewie Shoot It Out, card number 44. This was a PSA 8, and it also sold for $50.40. Coming in at number 25 is this 1996 Marvel Masterpieces Black Widow, card number 5. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $52.80. We're sticking to the same 1996 Marvel Masterpieces set at number 24, this time with Black Cat, card number 4. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $52.80. Up next at number 23 is this 1994 Marvel Masterpieces Magneto, card number 70. This was a PSA 10, and it also sold for $52.80. Thanos makes another appearance on today's list at number 22, this time from the 1993 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces set, card number 35. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $52.80. Up next at number 21 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Mark Hamill in the Control Room, card number 61. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $55.20. Spider-Man makes his first appearance on today's list to kick off the top 20 with his 1996 Marvel Masterpieces, card number 64. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $57.60. Up next at number 19 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Luke Rushes to Save His Loved Ones, card number 25. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $60 even. Coming in at number 18 is this 2007 Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Beyonce Knowles, card number 7. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $67.20. We're back to the 1992 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces set at number 17, this time with Phoenix with card number 67. This was a PSA 10, and it also sold for $67.20. Up next at number 16 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, card number 6. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $72 even. Coming in at number 15 is this 1992 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces Iron Man, card number 38. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $79.20. Up next at number 14 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Lord Vader Stormtroopers, card number 62. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $79.20. Coming in at number 13 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Princess Leia, card number 5. This was a PSA 8, and it also sold for $79.20. Make that 3 straight cards from the 1977 Topps Star Wars set at number 12, this time with this Space Pirate Han Solo, card number 14. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $81.60. Beyonce makes another appearance on today's list at number 11, this time with her 2007 Sports Illustrated swimsuit, card number 4. This was a PSA 9, and it sold for $84 even. Spider-Man makes another appearance to kick off the top 10, this time from the 1995 Marvel Metal set with card number 78. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $91.20. Up next at number 9 is this 1966 Albert Einstein, card number 12. This was an SGC 4, and it sold for $93.60. Coming in at number 8 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Han Solo, card number 58. This was a PSA 8, and it sold for $98.40. Up next at number 7 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars Luke Skywalker, card number 1. This was a PSA 6, and it sold for $105.60. Coming in at number 6 is this 1977 Topps Star Wars C-3PO Air card, card number 207. This was a PSA 4, and it sold for $117.60. We're sticking to the same set to kick off the top 5 with this Governor of Imperial Outlands, card number 64. This was a PSA 9, and it also sold for $117.60. We're back to Marvel at number 4 with this 1996 Marvel Masterpieces Doctor Strange, card number 13. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $120. Up next at number 3 is this 1990 Impel Marvel Universe Wolverine, card number 10. This was a PSA 10, and it sold for $126. Up next at number 2 is this 1968 Panini The Jimi Hendrix Experience, card number 212. This was an SGC 6, and it sold for $192. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1996 Marvel Masterpieces Spider-Man, card number 87. This was a CGC 10, and it sold for $276. Again, guys, like I mentioned in the intro, this non-sports card list will be a work in progress, and I look forward to hearing everyone's feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.